pull it back, Kobe. I don't even gotta look, I took this out of here. I don't even touch the road when I pull up this shit. Dashboard wet, only thing I know is shit. Pull it back, Kobe.
What is going on, Bend, Oregon? It's your boy, Raider Mystic here. We're live on Saturday morning, December the 3rd. You heard? We just dropped off a bunch of stuff for the Christmas parade at our location to load it up and to build our float, which we have 60 minutes to build. So we are in the first minute right now. They got 60 minutes to build the float, and then we get judged in an hour. And at that point, they give out awards for the best live float, best all the different types of floats, you know. And I think they put Raider Nation right next to the sheriff, but I'm not sure. It could be correct. It's all good. It's all love.
Police.
So we love everybody. Everybody loves us because we have fun, we get along, we have a good time. I got my guy that was on, we did an interview last week, Shalif Perkins, aka Mr. Greenleaf,
In the building.
in the studio live with me. I was trying to set up a pre-recorded show for the first time ever in my history. Didn't have time to pull it off. We have so much going on right now. In my previous first couple of episodes, you might have heard the interviews with Otis Sistrunk, the legendary Super Bowl champion that's here in Bend, Oregon at this moment in the flesh.
In the flesh.
We got him at the airport last night, took him downtown. He watched the Pac-12 championship down at Sidelines,
He called the upset, too.
ate some chicken wings with us, some garlic fries, and we had a real good time.
Yeah, Otis Sistrunk is real cool.
Classic. He's moving the room. He's walking through, saying hi to everybody, greeting everyone, wishing them well. Really nice guy. So kudos to that.
Kudos to your nice city.
Kudos to our nice city. Ben, we just got a shout out for being cool,
Cool, very cool.
because that's what we do. So I'm going to bring this little music down here. So, big day, Christmas parade. I saw in the newspaper they predicted about 12,000 people would be there live. That's a pretty big spot there. And this year we're going a little bit bigger. We got Otis Sistrunk. We got my man right here, Mr. Greenleaf, our producer. He's been producing music forever. Lots of good stuff. He's in a couple. What's your other group?
Well, I'm in another group called the Grimies.
The Grimies, straight out of Long Beach. The LBC, bringing some of the LBC flavor. I seen that new music video is Off the Chains.
All in your face.
In Your Face by the Grimies.
If you guys want to go to YouTube, type in Your Face and check out my latest work. You'd be surprised.
Very surprised. But we're here for some sports also. And, of course, we're both donning our Raider gear, getting ready for this parade. So I got to tell you about our float a little bit first before we talk about some general sports. This is sport related. We spent the last couple days, real nice guy, John, in our group, helped recreate the Al Davis Memorial Flame. So at the Oakland Coliseum, after Al Davis passed, rest in peace, they built a flame because, you know what Al said, the flame that burns the brightest is the will to win. And he said a lot of other great things like just win, baby. And So we recreated that Al Davis Memorial Flame for our Christmas float. So we're going to have Otis Sistrunk standing next to the Al Davis Memorial Flame. And then we got our Raider Rap Crew 4-dub. And we got a DJ this year. We got DJ Savtrav
DJ
in the house. He's going to be live on the decks on the float. So we added a live DJ. Really excited for today. That's all going down.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
You never know what's going to happen around here. But that's all going down today at noon downtown is when it's all rolling. So come down, make sure you check us out, wave to us, give us a thumbs down if you don't like it. It's all good. Because
we're still going to spread that Raider love.
we're used to it.
Very much so.
It's funny, man. Being who we are in this whole Raider float, not everybody loves that. Actually, we had a little bit of backlash from the city, not from the city itself, but from some people within it, trying to actually have us banned from the Christmas parade. But that doesn't sound very Christmassy to me.
Those are the Bah Humbug Scrooges?
I think it might have been a Bah Humbug Scrooges. I'm not sure, though. But, we got all different types of people, all different types of personality, all walks of life around here. So it always surprises me to hear some of that random stuff. But you know what? We keep on keeping on because that's what we do. We've been down in the trenches. We lost 7 games in a row, but we back.
We back.
We back.
Our loyalty never falls.
Never fades.
Never.
So, want to fill people in. I was up at the Seahawk Raider game last week.
Yeah, you always go to the epic ones.
And I got to take my young guy, Rye, the fantasy guy. He'll be back for another episode soon.
Yeah. I like him. Right, that's cool.
Break down some fantasy players. But it was an epic game in Seattle. I actually made a little audio book of it that I'm going to put on one of these episodes so you can experience what we experienced, the ups, the downs. Josh Jacobs doing a 86-yard run in overtime to seal the deal and win the game. I'm sure a lot of people out there listening right now might sway to the Seahawks, might sway to another team, might not care about sports at all. It's all good. But it was an epic game, went into overtime, a lot of ups, a lot of downs.
A lot of
Raider Nation was strong in the Northwest. The last prediction we heard was like it was like a 60-40 crowd. So 60 Seattle, 40 Raiders, and they don't like losing in that kind of situation and in that kind of atmosphere.
Y'all been blacked out.
Yeah, it was a lot of intensity going around. Ran into a bunch of people from Bend that I knew. So, we're strong. We're out there. We're everywhere. So let's see here. We're going to break down a little bit of who's on top in football right now in the AFC and the NFC. So in the AFC, we got the Bills at 9-3, Dolphins at 8-3, the Jets right behind at 7-4, and the Patriots 6-6. That's a pretty tight AFC East bracket. Impressed with the Jets.
Good defense, man.
It's been a long time for the Jets.
A long time. They don't have a quarterback right now, and they're winning.
Yeah.
They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, there was some controversy about one of the quarterbacks. I haven't dug too deep into that, so.
Well, the young guy's not doing too hot. Zach.
Yeah, so he wasn't doing too well, and then he got into some social media stuff.
Yeah, I heard he's been, I'll keep it PG on here.
Yeah.
He's been out there messing with people's mamas.
Yeah, I heard something about that. I was like, what is going on? You guys got to keep it together. So this is a special message, special reminder to all the kids out there and the grown-ups that when you're in a position of power, in a position of doing lots of cool stuff, man, do everything you can to be a good person.
Right.
Because once you falter, you make one mistake, they eat you up. The media eats you up. People eat you up.
Yeah, times are different now.
It's hard. It's hard out there sometimes, and it's hard for these kids too. You know, like my son. You know, on after a football win or a football loss during the season here in Bend, Oregon, seeing some of the messages that the kids are, you know, they're trolling each other's Instagrams, and they're talking trash after they beat them. And saying stuff, and that's something that we didn't have in our time.
No,
we didn't have social media. We didn't have to worry about, you know, somebody we never ever met, like tracking us down and like saying, "Oh, we whooped you."
That is weird.
So
that's for an older guy.
That's an extra, you know, for a teenager. That's just kind of like growing up and learning about the world.
You gotta be tough these days. You gotta have some tough skin these days. You know,
Yep.
so maybe go through it young. As you get older, you know you can handle it better.
Yep.
It's
So
different.
So be careful out there, kids. So we're moving to the AFC North. We got the Ravens on top. It looks like they're tied with the Bengals. Ravens and Bengals. It's a classic rivalry. And then it kind of drops down. Browns in a loser bracket with the Browns and the Steelers tied for losers. The Browns, Deshaun Watson's back.
And the Browns just beat Tampa Bay.
Just beat Tampa Bay.
So
But that was before Deshaun.
I don't know if Deshaun is going to help them, but he does have to come in and play. You know, like get him ready. But he hasn't played in 2 years.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson, if you don't know, he's another one that bit it because of a bunch of drama he got involved with. 25 times drama. I don't know what's going on over there.
I just said massages are not always what you think.
Oh, yeah. Deshaun, another reason to make sure to, you know, be good in that position. So we're going to move to the AFC South. We got the Titans on top, 7-4 with Derrick Henry.
My fantasy running back.
And then the rest in that bracket is everybody's losing. Colts 4-7, Jaguars 4-7, Texans 1-9.
Wow.
Well, one win.
There goes a USC quarterback spot.
And then we move to the AFC West, where we got the Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, and Broncos. The Chiefs are holding strong with a 9-2. Chargers coming up next with a 6-5, and the Raiders are creeping at 4-7 and playing the Chargers this Sunday. And then the Broncos kind of fading away there at the bottom.
Wow.
With the $250 million quarterback.
Let's ride, what he says?
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Bronco
you need to ride
country.
to that bank and give them back their money.
Let's ride. But ride back to the bank and give the fans back their money.
Russell.
But you know what? You know, if anybody could blow a bunch of cash, it might be the Broncos, since it's the Walmart. They're owned by the Walmart owners.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, there's got to be billions of dollars just flying all over the place.
So they probably could cut him.
They're selling macaroni and cheese for 25 cents a box.
Wow. Made me hungry. Like macaroni and cheese?
We'll see what we can do after the show. Let's see here. But Russell Wilson, $250 million. That's a monstrous deal.
It makes you think like Pete Carroll knew something. Like, you know, you trade him, you get all those picks, and he's not even good no more.
Yeah, that's
or system. I don't know.
Yeah, that trade was heavy too. There's 3 or 4 picks involved in that.
Yeah, it's a couple. They lost a few players that they had to send over there.
And
that's why that D lineman was mad at Russell, because his buddy got traded
over
in that deal, and you garbage.
Wow. Yeah, there was a little. It was bubbling up on the sideline last week for Denver, over at Mile High. Okay, so we're gonna move to NFC East. We got the Eagles at 10-1, strong. I hear a lot of people saying Super Bowl. I don't know. We'll see.
I've seen some weakness in them. I don't know.
And then we got the Cowboys. Cowboys are, as always, looking pretty good until the playoffs.
But they got number 11 this time. He might help them.
Yeah.
Parson is, wow, he's coming off that corner, man, making that defense very, very strong.
I mean, this NFC East is actually looking pretty good because you got the New York Giants doing
Right.
well.
Solid.
7-4. And the Washington Commanders.
Bleh.
We are your commander. At 7-5.
That's impressive.
Surprising. And another surprising team in the NFC North is the Minnesota Vikings.
Seriously.
They don't ever look that strong to me, but somehow they got a 9-2 record, so they must be doing something. But the rest of that bracket is all dropping down into losing. We got the Lions, Packers, and Bears. Oh my!
Wow.
And they're all at 4 wins and 3 wins. Let's go down to the NFC South. Tampa Bay is in charge with a losing record of 5-6. So that's the first losing bracket that's on the top. 5-7 Falcons with Oregon's Marcus Mariota.
And X-Raider.
We
miss you, dog.
We do. I like that guy.
It was cool.
Marcus Mariota. And then we got the Panthers 4-8, Saints 4-8.
Wow.
Did you see? I'm not sure if this is real. I'm gonna have to look it up. Did you see something about Drew Brees getting struck by lightning?
I thought it was a joke.
Is that a joke?
That's why I went right by it when I read it. I was like, what? Please.
Let's see. Let's debunk this immediately. Yeah, no, it's fake lightning, promotional stunt.
Okay.
That is crazy. Yeah, so that just came out where Drew Brees, former quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, helped bring him to a Super Bowl, helped save him in the Superdome during the hurricane, Katrina. Nice guy, family guy, kids and stuff. But yeah, something just came out where he just got struck by lightning in a video, and I guess it's fake. And let's move to the NFC West, where you got your San Francisco 49ers with the lead at 7-4. Right behind that, Seahawks is 6-5.
Solid.
Cardinals 4-8, not doing what they wanted to do. And the Rams
Yeah, wow.
have
Super Bowl
fallen
champs.
down to a 3-8 ex-Super Bowl champs.
And we're going to beat you up Thursday, Rams.
Not looking that good at the moment. But the 49ers, I've heard a few people say, Super Bowl. So, Mr. Greenleaf, who do you think will be in the Super Bowl?
I believe.
Here it is, live and direct.
No, I don't really want to say this, man. Kansas City Chiefs. They seem pretty solid.
The
man.
Chiefs, all right. We got the Chiefs ripping the AFC.
And some reason I think Philadelphia is going to, I'll say Chiefs and Philly.
All right. I like it. It's a strong pick, you know. The Vegas would like it. You know, since the beginning of the year, I just kind of thought maybe the Bills. It might be the Bills' year if they keep it all together. I think they're pretty strong.
They're real strong, but their quarterback is running too much. For my quarterback that don't run, that's funny. But
yeah.
he's running a lot. And they're going to break him off soon.
He is running, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good. But I'm leaning towards the Bills. Let's see. Eagles is definitely probably the sure bet to say. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Cowboys.
That's interesting. Cowboys and Chiefs.
Cowboys.
That pass rush against Mahomes.
That would
be nice.
Justin, I'm getting a text message from a lady we know by the name of Rhoda.
Rhoda?
Hey, Rhoda, what's up? She is a big 49er fan, and she is saying San Francisco. Well, you know what? The only thing I like about San Francisco is the rice-a-roni treat.
And Garoppolo is not the man.
They are looking all right there. Garoppolo's looking all right. He's looking all right. McCaffrey.
He's going to miss a pass.
You know,
playoffs.
I would have never thought Christian McCaffrey was going to be a 49er this year.
Yeah.
But
his connection with Shanahan.
And players.
Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, and his daddy. What was his daddy name? McCaffrey. Dad played for the Broncos. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
So they all connected with the Shanahans.
And, but these days players get traded like the cards that we used to have when we were kids and traded them. So, to have a franchise player for a long time is not as common anymore. That's why, like Derek Carr with the Raiders, he's put it in his time with a lot of different coaches, a lot of different people. Got a lot of love, got a lot of hate. And big thing in basketball, see that too. No disrespect to the Lakers, but LeBron James, we seen him play around a few teams, and he's helped win some rings for some people.
Watch it.
They did something big in Miami. That was fun for a minute. Miami was having a good time. Cleveland.
He's still 9,000 years old, still dunking on people.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. And if you were listening to my show, I'm a big Trailblazer fan. I was excited a couple weeks ago on my show about how amazing they were doing, and we were like at 9-2 or something. Well, since then we've dropped down to about 500.
As Damian got hurt, right? Before
it kind of came all together at the same time, but.
So your team is kind of new still, really, huh? They got to learn.
Oh, they're learning each other. But Jeremy Grant is looking good. He dropped like 45 the other night, and I didn't know he did that. Wow. I didn't know we were going to be getting numbers like that.
He was a beast against us.
Yeah, he's packing it. But, and then you were saying Sharp.
Oh, my God.
You saw that dunk. If you watched the Trailblazer-Laker game,
Jesus,
Shaden Sharp, the rookie for the Trailblazers, who has the all-time NBA record on verticality with a 49-inch vertical
more
jump.
Than Jordan.
He's an inch higher than Jordan. First time in NBA history since Michael Jordan. He jumped up and got this rebound and pulled it back and went boom.
Oh my God.
It was nasty. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool to see.
He was up there by the championship flags. Oh, y'all don't got no flags. Huh? All right, he was up there by. I know it was 177. He was by
Trailblazers.
The one Bill Walton got for. He was by that flag.
We do have a flag. We got one 1977 when the Portland Trailblazers won the championship, and that was a pretty epic time in Oregon. I heard some funny stories like Bill Walton. You can relive all that stuff in video, but Bill Walton woke up really hungover on somebody's couch, and he didn't even know there was a parade and he jumped on a BMX bike and rode downtown like big old Bill Walton, like with no shirt on still to go make the parade and some stuff like that going on in those.
Bill Walton is really cool,
funky 70s. Bill Walton, I mean, I really need to get my information correct, but from what I understand, Bill Walton had a special contract so he could miss part of the season and follow the Grateful Dead in Europe during that whole time frame. So he had like that special thing where like, yeah, I'll play for your team, but I'm going to go follow the Grateful Dead and be a trippy hippie and
enjoy my life
and do some fun stuff. And I'll come back and then we'll hit a championship. But it kind of reminds me of the Chicago Bull with the color hair. He always dyed his hair.
Oh, Rodman,
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
I mean, he had like he could just disappear. Nobody knows where he's at. Disappeared to Vegas for like a week or something. But then he showed back up to the playoff game.
Get all the rebounds, block shot, play D.
It's amazing.
back to party.
The human body is amazing. And some of these sports stories.
Those guys just run that stuff off.
And the people and all the things they've been through, everybody's got some crazy stories out there. Like the quarterback for USC that became a Raider at one point, Todd Marinovich.
Oh, I really like Todd.
He was good, man, but he's got a long story of how he was crooned to be a sports star, and that led to him
he's a surfer. He's not a sports.
Yeah, being a surfer, dabbling with a little too much stuff, and then his coach was a sheriff. And what a story. That's a good 30 for 30 on ESPN if you want to check that one out, on the story of Todd Marinovich. Want to hear a crazy guy's life. Eventually ended up in the Canadian Football League.
I remember that. But
he was actually so addicted to heroin at that time that he was dropping deuces in his pants and having to change diapers at halftime and stuff like that. It was getting crazy.
I did not know that, man.
It was getting crazy.
God bless you, Todd.
Crazy sports stories, man.
Wow.
Another reminder. We got to keep your mind, keep your head on straight. We have ups and we have downs.
You think they smell that out there?
But you got to be strong in Babylon.
You think they smelled that out there? A couple of D-line? Maybe I don't know. Maybe the running back was behind him.
Probably just thought it was a bad bean burrito or something.
Todd. Todd. What's that smell?
Anyways, we're just having some fun with a little bit of ad-lib sports today. We got a couple minutes left, and then we got to go run back down and decorate our float and get ready to wrap in the parade. Spread that holiday cheer with the Bend, Oregon Raider Nation. Definitely want to give a shout out just to let people know that we'll be actually at the Silver Moon tonight with Otis Sistrunk, showing some videos with him. Solid dude. And ourselves, 4Dub, will be performing along with Jay Meest and the Clumsies. They're going to join us too, and our buddy DJ Savtrav. And then tomorrow we'll be doing the watch deal. Watching our favorite team, the Raiders, play the Chargers. Former Oregon quarterback Herbert down at the Poorhouse. And anybody's welcome to come meet Otis and get an autograph. He'll be sitting there signing autographs, taking pictures, spreading cheer. And we'll be having fun watching the Raider game. And we actually will also be doing a halftime performance at the Poorhouse. Just a couple songs.
A lot of rapping.
A lot of rapping going on.
And you know something about Otis, you guys, if you ever see an old, NFL film, he's the guy that had the smoke coming off his head.
Yeah. He was coined the man from Mars on Monday Night Football because he never went to college. Played 5 years as semi-pro. Worked at a meat packing plant in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
So to all you kids out there playing semi-pro football, there's still a chance.
Still a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance? There is a chance.
You just got to go get a meat factory job after that, too.
You just got to get noticed by the right guy. Al Davis was the right guy for Otis. And
played for one team, right?
Yeah, he only played for one team his whole career. And that's a beautiful thing. And, it's fun hanging out with these old NFL legends. The part that I really like is just the casual stories you hear when you're sitting there eating garlic fries with them. And they're talking, they're telling you their personal stories about teammates, ex-players. They're giving you some dirt that you never heard about somebody.
For real.
Spreading a lot of positive stuff that you didn't know about people. And just sharing their past life stories of what we grew up being a big fan of. So
thank you, man. Raider Mystic, he does a good job. This is our 7th year my 7th year coming on this parade, and he's bringing always legends, as far as like Barnes, Rob Martin, Jerry Robinson. He's bringing them up here for everybody to meet. It's a big thing, so I commend you, my brother.
Right on, man. Thank you, and thanks for coming up the last 7 years. You're tuned into KPOV 88.9 on the dial.
Hi, this is